Hey guys, welcome back to American Heritage Homestead. It has been a while. We have crazy winters here, and so it really keeps you inside because it is snow on the ground for 6 months. And today is a very exciting day, a day that I have been waiting for a really long time. We are going to put in my orchard, which is why I have my orchard jacket on. I literally bought it because it was called an orchard jacket. And I was just so excited about this coming to fruition. And so today is finally the day. We also got some wood chips delivered, as you can see, because what I would like to do is put some wood chips around the trees to keep in some moisture, to keep down the weeds. And then I like to also put them in my garden beds, which keep the weeds down. But behind me, or behind where you see my son is where we're going to be planting our orchard. And so I ordered my trees back in December, and you have to a lot of times, or else what you want is going to go missing. And so throughout the winter, I like to not waste my winters. I was studying all about different trees, all about learning about different root stocks. A lot of these things are important. So I have learned so much, and I was petrified at first because it's like, you know, planting fruit trees. I know nothing about that. You know, you don't want to mess up. Pruning sounds crazy. So all of these things, which I was scared of, are the things that I started to learn about over the winter. And by the grace of God, I found somebody local gave me somebody to get my apples from, and they are nice Amish people. And so this man has heard from me over and over. We have talked for hours and hours with my different questions. And so he has really been a gift to me. So knowledgeable, such a great teacher. So I am so thankful. But I do want to start off by saying it is not as scary as you think it is. We think it's going to be petrifying, but it is not, and you can do it. And one thing I learned too is that, you know, we may think we don't have the space in our backyard. You really don't need a lot of space at all. What it really comes down to is pruning and keeping the size of the tree that you want. So I thought, oh my gosh, how am I going to fit all of these trees, and you know, where can I put them? But there are different designs. One book I will recommend, if I can link it, I will. It was called, the Amish guy told me, grow a little fruit tree. And so that's one idea. So basically, if you just continue to prune that tree, you can keep it tiny, right? You can have like little fun, what would you call it? Like enthusiast trees, or, you know, things like that. But you know, I do want mine to grow to a relatively normal size. But basically what I decided is I was going to do my rows 10 feet apart, but within the rows I would do my trees 6 feet apart. And so that's really, you can even go down to 3 feet apart. And so that's why you see a lot of orchards, you know, with their trees so close together. And it's really just maintaining by pruning and, you know, kind of doing some clearing cuts. You know, when it's cold, it's important to do that. And just to kind of keep the shape of the tree you want. You can even prune when it is warmer. I'll do more videos as we go along, but today is just start day. So I will tell you guys, I got dwarf trees, and there are different trains of thought. Some, you know, the woman who wrote Grow a Little Fruit Tree would tell you to not buy dwarf plants because you can maintain any size plant. And so they say in the long run you want what's more normal. The dwarfs are not, so they're not going to be as strong, so to say. So they say you need to stake those and things like that, which we are going to stake our trees. But the dwarf is made to grow smaller than, you know, a regular size tree. So the root stock is telling you basically what size of the tree you are going to get. So there's dwarf, semi-dwarf, and then it just continues up. So I wanted to just keep the dwarf because I don't want huge ones. And actually, I watch Back to Eden Gardening. If you have not watched that, I would recommend it. I absolutely love learning from Paul. And so he has all dwarf trees as well. They can still last 20 years and so on. But basically it's just your preference. You can decide, but you can buy a larger root stock and keep it small just by pruning it. So that's something to note too. And what is important is you want to make sure that you are picking apples that are for your growing zone. So there were other apples that I wanted, but I couldn't actually get them here because my zone is so cold, right? And especially where we are located, it is very cold. And so I needed to get ones that were just for my season because I don't want to play around, right? I did get one for my husband because his favorite apple is Granny Smith, and that is not really for our area, but we're just going to give it a go and see what happens. And I did get a lot of disease resistant trees, and you know, this is American Heritage Homestead, and so what really I got were some Liberty trees, some Triumph trees, all different, Golden Delicious, Honey Golden, I can go through some of them if you're interested in that. And it's really funny, right? Because I also, if you guys don't know, I sell my goldenrod. I harvest it and I make tea out of it. And so back in early America, you had the Boston Tea Party, all of the taxes, and you know, the colonists were getting very upset about that. So the Sons of Liberty rose up and said, we're not gonna have your tea anymore. They threw it.
Don't tread on me.
Don't tread on me. They threw it into the Boston Harbor, and they decided to start harvesting their own tea. And so one of the things that they started harvesting at the beginning was goldenrod. And so I have a field of goldenrod, and so I started harvesting that. And the early colonists called it Liberty Tea, right? They're like, we're not going to buy their tea anymore. We're going to make our own. It's called Liberty Tea. So my tea is called LIBER-TEA. And so I thought it was really funny that once I called the Amish man and I was talking to him, he recommended that I get Liberty apple trees, and I'm like, are you kidding me? This is just amazing. So anyway, my heart is super happy today because my dreams are finally coming to fruition. One of my dreams, I have many, right? But this is just, to me, such a blessing, something that I've been looking forward to. So we're gonna do apple trees of all different kinds. We're gonna do some fruit trees. We got peach, plum, pears, cherries, and grapevines. And
Wait,
so
what kind of grapes?
all different kinds of grapes. So I'm going to take you along today. We ended up going with bare root trees. From what I understand, that is one of the best ways to transplant. A lot of times when you go to these box stores, you know, and they're already in the root ball, they've been sitting in there for so long, and so they're just, you know, kind of winding up, choking, and they don't have space to grow. And so by the time you transfer them, you have to either like rip out. It's just not as good of a transition as starting from scratch. And what's important as far as starting your orchard, if you want to keep it small, I want the bare root trees because they are much easier to prune and start off with the shape that you want. And there are two different types of shapes that you can do. Well, there's three really, but so you have an open center where basically, you know, your tree starts kind of coming down. So you're cutting out the middle. Or you can have a central leader, so you'll see the apple tree standing up straight. I'll put some videos in here so you can kind of see. We just went, my husband and I, to a class the other day to learn about pruning and things like that at an apple orchard. And so you can, you know, easily see what the central leader is when there is one main trunk and then the other one's growing off of it. Or you cut out, basically chop off or head that middle and allow them to start growing out, which is what I want. I want to keep them smaller. I want to be able to grab my fruit, not worry about going up so high. So these are a central leader where you have one main in the middle, or you could do open center, which is back there. So we're deciding. What are you
I feel
gonna
like
say?
the open center is easier to keep lower.
Yeah.
And I feel like the open center will cause the more of that, like, reaching.
Being able to reach it. But really, so a lot of times I'll do a video on pruning so you can see. But for right now, I will show you what the trees look like. Okay, so we got these in a few days ago, and I've had them in the box, and I was worried that they're either gonna dry out or be too wet where moisture would be around the roots and it can cause mold. And so they came in these huge boxes. And I asked my husband before he left for work to please take them out. Liberty?
Yeah.
Ooh!
Honey golden.
Yay!
Wow, we've got a lot of fiber.
So they look great. I'm gonna,
Here.
yeah. Amazing. And not all of these are ours. We actually went in on an order with our neighbors to get better pricing and better delivery fee. Honestly, we have 1, 2, 3 apple trees right here that we have done nothing to and we didn't prune because honestly we've just been learning and watched a lot of videos recently, and so these are gonna need to be definitely pruned. They didn't even, the first year we moved in, they had their first fruiting, which I probably should have taken off the fruit. The second year, last year, we had none, but now I'm learning because one, there's so much grass taking away the nutrients for these young trees, and we did no pruning. And so we're going to do some quick pruning and hope that we get a harvest somewhat this year and, you know, head off a lot of the top of those. So that one kind of has the split in it, so I have to decide how I'm going to do it. But this one here is what a perfect central leader would look like, because you have one branch straight up. So I would cut off of the top to shorten it because you don't want it to keep growing and then you can't reach it anymore. And we're going to take off some of the sides. The other day we did have our neighbors help us, which was such a blessing. And so they did till the field for us, but I was sick and under the weather, so I wasn't able to be really outside in the process of it. And I am so particular. And so they had made rows. I guess it was just too big of a field for his tractor, and a lot of rocks and everything. And so they ended up just doing rows. But to me, I had already, since December, I have spaced out my rows, and I just wanted to conserve space because, you know, I'm a dreamer. What if I want to do other stuff later on? And so I do have somebody coming today to open up the whole ground so I can just kind of do tighter spacing. And you know, I'm very specific on how I want to actually plant my fruit trees. My husband and I already marked off. I had a measure with me, you know, the 10 feet apart each row, and just like literally a straight line. It is hard to make a straight line. Him and I were going back and forth. I'll show you some of the videos, like really trying to get it straight. And he's like, your straight is not, you know, everything looks different. The tree line, the back, everything. It's not a perfect rectangle, but you know, whatever I like to straight is what we got. So stay tuned. Okay, so I am gonna go mark off some rows because I'm gonna till all of this and bring my rows a little bit closer. Another 10 feet. Okay, are you ready? Bob, you excited for our new orchard?
Whoop whoop. Yeah, I'm excited.
So that's, you're technically kind of throwing it off a little bit.
With the pole? With this?
Yeah, I'll go in a little more.
All those lines.
Yeah.
Go down.
Try at the very least to keep this
Line,
now parallel.
line. A line.
You know what I'm saying?
A line.
Make your mark.
A line. A line. And then we got another line. And then we got another line. And then another line. We have how many lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
Because you know your mom is particular. I really am. And my husband is putting up with me, even though I don't deserve it. Right, babe?
What's that?
You're putting up with me? Yeah. And so what I'm actually going to do tonight, which I should have had done already, which I do for the most part, is decide what's going in each row. So I got a bunch of apples coming, so I'm going to do apples, and I got some grapes coming. And because the grapes are shorter, I'm going to start them on this end because the sun is going to come in from over here. So I'm going to do 2 rows of grapes, apples, and then at the end I'm going to do some fruit trees. Okay.
Walk out a couple feet. Good. Go to that arm.
I don't have anything. This is how we're gonna do a little conserving on our posts for our grapevines.
Grapes.
So did Dad ask you to measure?
Yeah.
What are they supposed to be? I mean, it's loose enough to not need the thing. And
This is when you get to, you know, number 30. Try it. And then
And remind me, I want to
grab me
keep
one of those, Bob.
the rootstock in this direction, and it keeps it from sunburn.
Ah.
Yeah, not yet.
Here, and this
Right?
is what
'Cause
you
we need
look.
what?
That's when you rebury. That's where you're going to be at.
Oh, I see. So I need to be up here, right?
Wait.
This.
Yeah. See how deep you got to go?
Yeah.
And if they're all like that, and
This
the
is
Golden
a-
Delicious were smaller.
They were.
Yeah.
This is a perfect central leader.
Yes, I noticed that too.
Oh yeah.
What's central leader mean?
So a way to prune your tree, Bob, you can have, look at mommy, a straight central leader,
Yeah.
or you can have the ones that open up.
Did we have a lot of those?
It's the way you have to cut and prune them. So we
See
can,
how easy this would be with the thing?
yeah.
Why didn't we get it?
I thought the guy was going to do it. Try it now, man.
Oops, sorry. I mean, still a little high, right? That's not really, is that a foot?
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my, you go to work, I'll get my muscles on. This is what people would have did in the days of old, wouldn't they?
Really old.
Mm-hmm. But that's why they're
Plus,
healthy.
too, I wanted to put the grapes in with like a deep hole.
I wanted to show the rootstock. Bud 9. So that's a dwarf.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to? Oh wait, you got to put that in.
Right,
Wait.
so-
Check this out.
Well, that's what I was saying. Is that good? Right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so then grab me that piece of wood and the hammer. That piece
This
of wood.
is the part I would have trouble with.
Yeah.
Without your.
But you could dig all the holes.
Yeah, that's true.
And honestly, to make my life a little easier, what you could do is this. Set this. And just leave it like that, and then I'll come in and really muscle them down. Hold that down like here. Just keep it steady. You don't have to hold it tight because I'm going to try to get it to go down. Okay.
All right, so hold on.
How do you want this?
Oh no, this I told you has to be this way
What?
because I want to keep the where it's grafted this direction.
Okay.
Oh. Perfect. That was my first tree.
Good job, man.
Thank you. I can do it out.
All right, I'm going to cut these, and then I'll help you dig. And we'll start getting as many as we can into that.
Yeah.
It's 3:30. I just feel like such under pressure with
That lady.
that lady.
So my husband wanted to get, I forgot what it's called, to be able to dig these holes faster, and who knows if we'll end up doing that, but I really don't mind, because I want to move my body, exercise, and this is truly a labor of love. Huh?
What was I going to say?
Is that deep enough?
Why don't you go grab some trees?
Just the Golden Delicious, you know where they are. This row is Golden Delicious.
The whole row?
It's only 5, and then if you see the 2 pear trees,
Okay.
they can...
Bobby, come here.
How cool is this?
Take this one. Go like this. Watch. See the orange mark?
Yeah.
So just gently take it and set it down so Mom can work with it. How many pear, babe?
2. There should be, do you see?
The pear's right here.
Here. Oh, look at that little guy. That's an easy hole.
Oh, we could cut that one down real easy. That pear.
So 2?
5 Golden Delicious, 2 pear.
Okay, so you got all your pear.
So
This is
this
some
row.
plum and cherry.
Yeah.
Oh, babe, are you supposed to put these in water?
Are they drying out?
No, but I thought that's what you're supposed to do.
Only if they're drying out. Now I'm worried. If they dry, they're dry. Or they're a little wet. If they dry, they die.
So want to get a bucket of water and just keep them in there for the moment?
Or spritz them at least.
Bob, go get a bucket of water. Go into the shed, make sure it's not a broken bucket, and like have a way to fill it. You don't have to go as deep, but at least give it some room. I'll help once I'm done with cutting this, then I'll help you shovel, and then we'll make it go quicker. So now pipe go.
Yeah.
There?
Yep.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Alright, last golden.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Do you hate that I have the good shovel?
Yes, because I'm a better shoveler than you.
Oh, then here, you can have this.
Alright.
Thinks he's a better shoveler. Technically, Golden Delicious is for zones 5 and up. We are really 5, but where we're located, we're more zone 4. And a local butcher that I buy them from has Golden Delicious. So I said, I'm doing it.
Now to you. Check our height. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. So look at your.
What?
Or you want to follow that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just.
Maybe my rock got moved.
Yeah.
I think it's good. That's a weird shaped tray.
Oh. Pack it and make sure it's not a mountain.
Yep.
Hammer.
Alright. Oh. Perfect. Go ahead, guys. Okay, last Liberty. Liberty and justice for all.
Judy, what's your name?
So rocky.
Yeah.
Be gentle.
Okay. Okay, guys.
How many fruit trees do you have?
10 for the row. But I have 2 for the front of the house if we want to do that.
No.
Not, well, it doesn't have to be right now, I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, well, we're working on some furniture and that's it.
Me and you, that will give us a project
Okay.
tomorrow.
Pack that in, guys.
Back towards the woods. Open it out. Make room in it. The trees are going to go in there.
Okay, after many hours of digging holes and planting, my orchard is finally done. That's it. That's a wrap.
You good job.
Oh my gosh. That was a lot. Okay. Lord, we just thank you so much for these trees. We thank you for the nursery we provided with. I just pray so many blessings over there. And we just thank you for helping us complete this orchard today and allowing that dream to come to fruition. And I just pray, God, that you would just bless all of these trees. Bless this orchard. Let it be just so fruitful for your kingdom. And we would use this orchard to touch so many lives. I just pray that it would be so blessed, that it would be known that your hand is upon it. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Oh my gosh.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.